Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, we are Nick and Sarah, and with our two little dogs we live and travel full time in our van when the world permits it. Over the last few years we've visited over 25 countries, and this winter we're travelling from southern Spain all the way north to the UK and beyond. In last week's vlog we explored the stunning Brecon Beacons National Park. We met up with some friends to do a little convoy, took on some hikes and experienced Wales's finest mud. In this week's vlog we're excited to get some much needed upgrades on the van before heading south across the Channel Tunnel to France. But as usual, things definitely didn't go to plan. Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now before you panic, don't worry, we're not changing Vinny. We're not upgrading him to a huge motorhome, even though that is quite tempting, and Dizzee has had his eye on that 5-star Concorde. No, we've come here to partner up with the team at EcoTree Lithium to give Vinny, the van, our van, some much needed upgrades. Yes, we are finally taking Vinny into the future.
Finally!
We're going lithium.
All the way, baby!
Digital. Yeah, we actually arrived here yesterday. I cannot believe we made it. For the first time this year, and the first time for quite a while, we've actually had to be up quite early and get somewhere. And we made it on time. Can you believe it?
It's too early. No, he's joking. I know, it's like a miracle, isn't it? And the traffic wasn't too bad.
We made 3 wrong turns in the first like 10 minutes. So
and still made it here on time.
Still made it. Vinny did us proud.
And we've stayed here overnight in this lovely little compound, and it's just like a campsite, a busy campsite, but with no people. So
it's been lovely. We've had electric hookup, the use of the canteen, hot water,
toilets,
microwave,
all that sort of thing.
All that sort of thing. They've been very welcoming.
Look at this. Oh my goodness me, it's lithium underneath Vinny's bonnet. How exciting is this? Now, if you've been following us for a while, you'll know that we've had issues with our lead acid battery, that we've been thinking about upgrading to lithium for quite some time. And have we upgraded? We totally have.
So under the bonnet, we now have 100 amp hour heated, yes I said heated lithium battery. So we can go back to the Arctic Circle now and go into freezing temperatures, and this little bad boy is going to be totally fine. We also have a Victron DC to DC charger, which will charge this beautiful battery while we drive.
And of course they've done all of our cables for us, made sure we've got all of our little wires in the right place.
Yeah, Vinny's wiring was a little bit of a mess, we're not gonna lie, so they've neatened it up. Doesn't look like it, but it was a lot worse.
So going over there.
Just enjoying a little tea break. All the guys have gone off for their little break, so some having a coffee, getting on with some editing. I'm about to shave because we've come to civilization. You know, we've just been out in the sticks in the middle of Wales mountains, the Brecon Beacons. It's all right, but you know, I'm a bit unshaved and looking a bit, you know.
Civilization as in a warehouse or whatever you want to call it.
4 times a day I have to do this.
You'll be able to get an electric razor with all this new battery power.
Yeah, as Sarah said before, they've been very hospitable. Coffees, biscuits. But I thought I'd draw the line at shaving in the bathroom. I best use my little bathroom, the classic little blue bowl.
So guys, inside the van, and I'm so happy about this, we've had an upgrade, a massive upgrade from our cheap little solar charger, €10 thing. Massive upgrade to an MPPT Victron charger, and the best thing is it's slotted in there perfectly, not to disturb our newish wiring that we did a few months ago in our little fuse box, our little fuse box. So it's all just so blinking neat, which is just brilliant. And to top it all off, the icing on the cake, we've also got a mains charger box thingy, and if you compare this to our other one, it's like half the size, much better, looks much better, and obviously it's going to be so much more efficient than that big old box we had in there before.
You can barely see it, hidden amongst the pots and pans. And the best thing about all these little upgrades, all these little things, is they're all Bluetooth, they're all friends, they all chat to each other.
Yeah, so you just control everything and see everything all on your phone. I mean, it's just so futuristic for us, isn't it?
It's amazing. Like, that battery is some serious bit of kit.
They all work together to keep you like as optimal. Is that a thing? Optimus Prime. Best, basically the best.
Most efficient.
Of the best.
Yeah.
We are going to upgrade our solar because we can't have all this and then have our 4 or 5 year old flexible panel.
I'm so excited. I've got this big grin on my face since we got here about testing all this gear out, because obviously they've just inputted it and run through everything and, you know, explained how it all works. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. They've set it all up so we don't have to touch anything.
We don't have to do anything.
We just need to find some sun and then watch the power coming in. And
so obviously we're going to test this over the coming weeks, so we can let you guys know how we're getting on with the new setup.
So why lithium and why now? Well, if you've been following our channel, you'll know that we've really struggled with our AGM battery, and this winter has actually killed it. So it's time to replace and upgrade. And lithium is the future after all. It's in every device, our mobile phones, laptops, cameras. AGM uses a technology that hasn't really changed for 150 years. Now, lithium is a lot more expensive, but there are so many benefits for it.
In the long run, it actually works out cheaper. You get more amp hours, 3,000 cycles compared to AGM with 12. It charges quicker, you get more from your solar, you can use more of its capacity, and throughout its use it gives a constant voltage, unlike AGM which drops. It can be left for longer without damage, not that's going to apply to us, and it comes with a 6-year guarantee, which is 3 times more than most AGMs.
And a huge benefit, it weighs half the amount.
So, it's a moment you've all been waiting for, the weight test.
My acid battery weighing in at 25 kilos. I can't go any higher than that. Now this should be weighing in at 13 kilos. So if you want to really like... holding on to the camera here. You offered. Oh, ready? Oh, I was expecting to be heavy again. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the difference is just ridiculous. I think it's about half the weight.
There we go.
Don't drop it. Been contacted by a number of companies in the past offering us lithium batteries, but we didn't know how to install it. So when EcoTree contacted us and offered to do it all for us, we jumped at the chance. They've got a team of specialists that installed the new setup. If you're going to trust any company, these guys supply batteries for the NHS ambulances, so look no further. If any of you are thinking of upgrading to lithium, contact the guys at EcoTree and they'll be happy to help you out and answer any questions you have. We'll leave all links and contact details in the description box.
Charlie, good boy, wait. Anyways, while we're here, it'll be really rude not to have a look round. This is quite small. This would be kind of our sort of size, wouldn't it? Hasn't got a bed at the top though. It's cute, isn't it? Even though this is only a really small motorhome, it's blinking huge and so modern compared to Vinny, isn't it? This you could properly live in full time without a problem. We could easily do it because we're so used to such a small space. Full bathroom, oven, the lot, you know. And this is one of the smallest ones I've got here.
This is more kind of thing, isn't it?
A van rather than a motorhome, isn't it?
Oh.
Gosh, it's so luxury, aren't they? In comparison, you know. Everything you need. Look at that. Fixed bed. I like that bed actually. Bathroom. Look at that. Just look.
Oh my God. Look at that.
So nice, isn't it? Love the bathroom.
I knew this was a bad idea. I knew this was a bad idea. We love Vinny, he's got loads of character, loads of colour, but he is 30 years old. He's a little bit tatty, a little bit rough around the edges, a little bit drafty.
Yeah.
And these are like...
This is worth more than our house, so you do realise that, don't you?
Shut it up, shut it up. That's it, we're not looking at any more.
One more.
No.
I want to look at one of the really, really huge ones, and that's it.
Look at this one.
Oh, this one's weird. Gosh, look how far away from like the road you are sat here.
Look at that, Dizzee and Charlie could just sleep there. A little bit cramped, to be honest. A little bit squashed in.
Twin beds, mind you, we could both fit in one bed, couldn't we?
Couldn't have this though. The boys couldn't even get up there though.
Oh
Boys
yeah.
wouldn't be able to jump up.
Yeah. I presume that turns into one big bed as well. And yeah, I mean, gosh, again, very, very posh, isn't it? Oh, this is where you have the bed that goes down. Very nice, but yeah, I don't think this is really us. Can you imagine us? Imagine the explorers driving around in something like this.
Just sat around there, bottle of wine.
It just wouldn't be right, would it? It'd just be weird. I feel really weird sat inside it, actually, don't you? It's like, don't move, otherwise we might break something.
It's all too shiny and new, isn't it? Where's all your...
Don't even know how to open the
Don't
cupboards.
break it. Anyway, we're out of here. We love our Vinster, we ain't changing him, especially as we've just got these massive upgrades.
Yeah.
And to be honest, even though sometimes we would like a bigger van, because we would like to take all our stuff with us, you know, supboards, bikes, electric scooters, longboards, all of that. It's quite nice having a smaller van. Some of these vans, they're just too big.
Absolutely huge, aren't they?
The smaller the van, the bigger the adventure, the more time you spend outside.
If we had one of these vans, we would just get stuck in the first sort of hour of driving it. We'd drive into a little town or village and that'd be it.
So there's our little Vinster.
It is our little one. This is probably, well, it definitely is the oldest van in this whole complex and the coolest.
So guys, that's it. We're all sorted, ready for the off. We don't want to overstay our welcome.
No, they've looked after us so well here.
Everything takes a little bit longer because Vinny's old and they changed all the connections and yeah.
Made sure everything was safe. And they even bought treats for the dogs.
Let us stay in the nice warm office because it did get a little bit chilly outside during the day.
Yeah, but now we're heading off. We want to properly start testing our lithium. We want to go and park in the sun.
And there's a bit of sun now. So after leaving EcoTree Lithium in Nottingham, we headed back to the Midlands to see our mechanic friend Rob to get some long overdue work done. We managed to get rid of that horrible squeal by changing the fan belt before moving on to removing the drive shaft so we could replace the central bearing in the hope that this would stop the vibration that we'd been experiencing for some time. We're a little bit worried about having the right part as usual with a 30-year-old van, and of course things didn't go as smoothly as we'd hoped. Has that gone on?
We'll do in a minute. That's good.
Yes, it fits, it fits! After the boring mechanical work, it was time to have some fun and add a little bit of bling. So after getting our upgrades done, we packed and organised the van again, booked our channel tunnel ticket, and we were almost ready to go. Just one last thing to do.
So we are just about to go and get our anti-aging. Yes, just about to go and get our anti-aging from Boots so we can travel tomorrow.
Antigen.
We're back in the store, innit? Ready to be fondled.
That's it, all done, and we'll get the results in
About 40 minutes. Okay guys, so obviously we are not in France. I'm not even in the van. I'm in a house, and if you haven't guessed by now,
I've got COVID. Can't believe it. After we did 3 lateral flow tests leading up to that test in Boots, yeah, we were driving back with my dad in the car. Sarah picked up her email that said she was negative. About 20 minutes later, I opened mine and then I was positive. So we're all a bit shocked. Got back here and then immediately I went straight into isolation.
Bit of a shocker to say the least, and obviously since we found out, we've been separated. Me in this room, in the spare room in Nick's folks' house, him obviously in the van. I've been doing lateral flow tests every day since Nick found out. I was convinced that I was going to get it because obviously Nick and I are together in a very small van, but so far so good.
After we got back, had to go online onto the Boots COVID website thing and order a PCR test. Guess what arrived in the post? Ta-da! It's like a Christmas present at Christmas. Do you open it carefully or do you just rip it open? It's like pass the parcel. When the music stops, inside one package is another package. Wow, loads of goodies. Look at all this. It's a bit serious, isn't it?
So what do we get? Instructions, a bag to put the test results in. Oh my god, I'm not sticking our whole thing up there. That's huge, like 3 times the size of the lateral flow. Look at this, not sure what that's for. A nice little sticker to wear on your jumper. The bag and this.
Right, that's it all wrapped up, sealed, barcode on, ready to be posted off. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to film the process, but who wants to see me shoving a little swab up my nose and the back of my tonsils? Dizzee and Charlie, we'll deliver this with Papa. I confirmed I did have COVID. Also did a lateral flow as soon as we got back because I couldn't believe the result, and that was obviously positive. And since then, yeah, I've just been in the van, isolating, having my meals brought out to me and coffees brought out. I've been very careful. I've only been able to use the downstairs bathroom just inside the house. There's a bathroom, so we sectioned that off. That was just for me. Been hand sanning and wearing a mask whenever I go in. Luckily, I haven't really had any symptoms at all, since I tested positive. Before that, a few days before, I had like a fever, so I was doing the lateral flows and they were negative. But luckily, I've been okay so far. Just going a little bit crazy, being stuck in the van. It's a very small space to be isolated in. The only time I've gone out is to do a socially distancing dog walk with my dad, just so I don't go crazy.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Yeah, come on. So obviously the most important thing is Nick is not too poorly and he should recover from this with no issues. It's also really important that we avoid obviously passing it on to anyone, and it's good that we can isolate this way and obviously be very careful that Nick's folks don't pick it up as well. Also the Channel Tunnel, obviously we booked that less than 24 hours after we did the test, but luckily we've managed to change that at no extra cost, which is a really good service they offer, so we've changed that for a couple of weeks time. A not so good thing is the dogs. Now, if you've been following along, I think we've said that the reason why we have to go back to France now is because the dog's rabies booster runs out. So I spent a whole morning phoning round vets, phoned DEFRA as well, the pet travel scheme, to find out our situation. Basically, what we've done now is we have been to a vet's here. So we're just on our way to the vets now. Hopefully we can get these rabies boosters without any issues, apart from the dogs being grumpy because they hate the vets. And yeah, we can continue to move forward with our little mission to try and get back into Europe. Almost done, just a bit of paperwork. I would have filmed in there, but they always get very nervous. They've had their rabies booster and we have a certificate for that, but because they can't put anything in their EU passport, then our passports are kind of void until we get back to Spain and they can be updated, which means we have to do a costly health certificate for the dogs before we travel over to France.
So yeah, 3 days down in isolation. Officially you're supposed to isolate for 10 days, but on day 5 you can do a lateral flow test. If that comes back negative, you do another one on day 6 and 2 in a row, both negative, then you're free to leave. But obviously you can still have some of it in your system, and we need to be very careful still because my mum's vulnerable. Mum and dad are both quite old, so they're vulnerable. So we're still going to be wearing masks, still going to limit myself, probably not going to leave the van for a few days after that.
So yeah, again, plans have changed dramatically, majorly. Who would have thought it? Like, you can't even plan one day ahead these days, can you? So this is us, stuck here for a little bit longer.
Anyway guys, it's not too bad. Things could always be a lot worse, but we are a little bit gutted because we haven't had chance. Can you hear that siren? I haven't left the van. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to try out all our new gadgets, that lovely, beautiful heated lithium battery. Thank you guys at EcoTree Lithium for sorting that out. We're really excited. And also that light bar, and believe me, that is the first of many lights to go on the van. But again, that will have to wait for a future vlog. So moving on.
Before we go, we're just going to do the sticker winner of the sticker pack from last week's video. So we asked you to comment and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. All right, here we go guys, here's all the comments. Diane Morgan. Congratulations, Diane, well done. And if you can just email your shipping address to sarah@theexplorers.com, we'll get the stickers sent out to you ASAP. Now guys, we're not going to do a giveaway next week for our stickers. I'm sorry, but we've got a lot to pay out. So instead, we're going to try and sell you some stickers. So if you haven't got a pack of stickers, this is them. We're selling them at £6.75, including UK delivery, slightly more if you live overseas. But yes, if you would like to get your hands on a packet of our stickers, please, again, email me at sarah@theexplorers.com. I'll let you know how you can get your hands on them. Also, if you would like to buy some of our merchandise, I should be wearing our merchandise, but we've got lots of different designs of t-shirts, and hoodies and mugs and things like this. Yeah, and then we'll leave the merchandise store website link in our description, so you go and check that out. And yeah, so that's about it.
Anyway guys, I think that is the end of the vlog. We're going to end it here. Yeah, probably not what you're expecting, it's not what we're expecting, so hopefully join us not on the driveway in next week's vlog. So be safe, take care, be positive, don't test positive. But yeah, we'll see you all next week. Take care guys, bye now.